Welcome back to Tiny Track Cars and the S2000 battle. This video is the semifinals, and the finals will know a winner at the end of this short video. Let's meet the first four drivers. Lucas from EP Videos, Sneaky Bob from Vapor Racing, Vic from Salazar Customs, and last, Dangerous Don from Vapor Racing. We have two cars representing Vapor Racing, Don and Sneaky Bob. Lucas in the pole position out front. He takes the lead as they head into Cupcake Corner. Sneaky Bob right behind him. Looks like Sneaky Bob spins out Don just a little bit. I'm not sure if that's a little household rivalry there. Looks like Lucas will walk away with this one. Sneaky Bob crosses the finish line as they come around the loop, and Don gives Sneaky Bob a little taste of his own medicine there. Lucas takes 4 points, Sneaky Bob 3, Don 2, Vic 1. Race 2, they rotate one position to the right. Each car has a chance at the pole position. Sneaky Bob out front, followed by Lucas really close behind. Looks like Bob is pulling away just a little bit as they go through the swirl. Dangerous Don and Vic get tangled up here. Will they be able to finish, or will they stay tangled up in the swirl? Bob spins backwards and Lucas squeezes by on the outside for the win. It's very unfortunate for Sneaky Bob there. He was far out in front, but blew it in the last straightaway. And Don and Vic were hanging out with the fairies, who looked like they were sleeping in that last shot. That fairy must have had a little too much of the fairy juice. All right, race 3. Here we go. Don on the outside takes the win. Lucas right behind her. As they go through the swirl, Lucas is pushing hard. I thought he was going to get by, but he spins around backwards. Don takes the win. Lucas second in reverse. Vic in third. And Sneaky Bob bringing up the rear in fourth place. Lucas with 11 points, pretty far out in front. He has clinched into the next round, into the finals. Let's see what happens with the other drivers here in this race. Lucas on the left lane, Dangerous Don on the right lane. Don is able to inch out Lucas and hold that first position as they go into the swirl there. 1, 2, 3. Bob tries to take the inside on Lucas, spins him out. Don down Candy Lane, finishes in first place. It looks like Lucas and Bob were unable to come on that donut wall after the contact that they had, and Vic takes second. Lucas with 11 points and Dangerous Don with 10 points, moving on to the finals as we move their cars so gracefully on this beautiful die-cast pegboard of bracketry. Let's meet the next group. Grumpy Cloud from Grumpy Cloud Racing. Then we have Rick from Redline Racing. Next we have Puff from Puff Racing, rocking that blue S2000. And then we have this outer space vehicle from Pacific Northwest Hot Wheels, Kevin. Extremely aerodynamic. We'll see if it pays off for him. Grumpy Cloud in that pole position. Rick to his left. Who will come out after Lollipop landing? It looks like Grumpy Cloud is still out front. Puff and Rick battling in the back for second and third, followed by Kevin taking his good old time coming through the swirl. Grumpy Cloud checks sideways. Rick looks to be passing him. Rick out front, and Puff tries to sneak by. Does not make it. Rick closes the door on him at the last second. He looks like he was going to get by, but does not make the pass. Rick takes first place. Puff takes second place. Grumpy Cloud takes third place, and Kevin comes in fourth. Re-rack him, run him again. Whoa, Puff is way out in front. He is fast into Lollipop landing. Perfect drift through Cupcake Corner. Will he be able to hold this out and take the win? We have Rick and Grumpy Cloud behind him. Puff gets a little tangled up there as they go into the donut wall, and he will take 4 points in the victory, followed by Rick and Grumpy Cloud. And again, Kevin running slow and steady. He's putting points on the board, but in this case, slow and steady did not win the race. We'll see how it pays off for him, though. He is in the front left. Will he be able to capitalize on that position? Puff in the pole position, taking off. He's putting 10, 15 cars on these guys before the first 3 turns. In the swirl, you see nobody else in the picture. Puff looking flawless out there. Man, that guy's fast. And he, just to show off a little bit, he literally pulls the e-brake and drifts across the finish line sideways. And then Grumpy Cloud decides to give him a little smooch there at the finish line. Puff 11 points, Rick 10 points. Grumpy Cloud and Kevin falling behind. I don't think they're going to be able to get enough points to move on to the next round, but we'll see what happens here. Someone could finish so bad that it could be negative points. Just kidding, that's not a thing. Puff trying to drift again through Cupcake Corner, but gets caught up with Grumpy Cloud. Gets pushed off the track a little bit. Kevin out front. This is a Kevin like we haven't seen before. He takes 4 points in the win. Puff backwards for 3 points. Grumpy Cloud 2 points, and Rick 1 point. Rick with 11 points and Puff with 14 points. Moving on to the finals. Don't mind my beautiful elbows that might need moisturizing, but focus on these beautiful cars. And here comes the final 4 races to determine the winner of the first ever S2000 battle on Candy Mountain. I'm not even going to introduce the cars. You already know them. They're beautiful. Their names are up there. And let's get right into the racing. EP Video Lucas. Front right position, Don on his left, Puff behind. Looks like Puff and Lucas are pushing down the main straightaway. Gonna be out front. These two cars have both looked very fast. Puff tries to get by on the inside, but Lucas was able to accelerate away from him after he closed the door. Lucas takes 4 points in the victory. Spins around. We have a little bit of contact at the finish line, but they say rubbing is racing, but you're just a dick if you do it after the finish line. All right, rotate 1 position to the right. Dawn in the pole position, Rick to her left. Dawn representing Vapor Racing. 2 cars entered into this tournament. Will one of them be able to be victorious? Looks like EP Lucas was trying to take the inside into the swirl. Does not pass. Gets a little squirrely and ties up Puff. Dawn comes across the finish line in reverse. And it looks like nobody else was able to get out of the donut wall after the contact that was being made. Looks like this is another situation where we need to fire our scorekeeper. Dawn received 3 points in that race, but really she should have had 4. We'll keep that in mind as we tally the points. We'll give her 1 extra point here. Puff out in front. EP Videos Lucas right on his tail. Lucas spins around for whatever reason. Maybe he wants a front-wheel drive car instead of a rear-wheel drive car. For hill climbs, I'm not sure. Puff takes the win. Lucas somehow gets spun back around and finishes in forward position. Rick and Dangerous Dawn come trickling across the finish line 3rd and 4th. Folks, this is incredible. We have a 3-way tie. I know it looks like a 2-way tie, but Dawn actually has 7 points as well. So whoever wins this race, Lucas, Puff, or Dawn, will take the championship. It looks like Puff Puff Pass is out in front. Lucas and Dawn are battling. Puff is out front. Will he be able to take it as they go through the swirl? Puff hits the wall, runs into the monster trucks, blows it. Lucas out front. Rick coming in front of Dangerous Dawn. Lucas takes the win and wins the 3-way tie with Rick coming in 2nd and Dawn coming in 3rd. Man, oh man. Puff was way out in front. All he had to do is go down the track and finish, and he would have won, but Lucas was able to get the pass and get the win. Congratulations, EP Videos Lucas. You are the winner of the S2000 battle at Candy Mountain. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.